Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip, crush.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
You ain't going nowhere. Where are they, team?
A first down throw for Mariota. Got a man. It's Brown. And they get him down. But not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Tennessee.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Mike, check, 59.
Now back to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Second and long. And caught by Henry. Room to run past midfield. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
And the Titans first down.
And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
On the ready.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming.
Get it.
Now Minshew on first and 10. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Break.
Mike 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Hard.
Let's go deep. Tighten up. Let's go deep.
6-6. Pull it high.
Check double team.
Ready.
On first down, it's Taylor. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
15, Ronnie. 15, Ronnie. Go!
Hey, it's our house.
Right there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets them closer to the goal line with second down coming up. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette taking it in. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds Corey Davis. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Second and 9 now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the run.
They'll set up to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. first carry for Derrick Henry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. From 19 yards away. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
64, weak. No. Hey, Sam on. Go.
Now Leonard Fournette. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Pretty effective opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the touchdown run earlier, and if he pops more of these 10 to 20-yard carries, could be a long game.
Yeah, those types of explosive runs wear down a defense. I think they need to add more people to the box, closer to the line of scrimmage, force them to throw the football, and see if they can slow them down that way.
Here we go, set. Greystone travel. 50, plant. 54.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Shoot.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Smooth. Yep.
Right there, 54.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, exit.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Box drop. Hey. Now.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
X3, 218, chopper. Leo! Be driven!
Now a give, right side. Taylor. And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
54. Check.
80 weapon. Check 4. Hey, Alpha.
54.
Now.
Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Get it.
On third down, it's Taylor. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
The tackle made by Jayon Brown. A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
So on fourth down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Lambo is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And the Titans first down.
This quarterback now 5 of 6, very accurate since taking over, and he's got his guys a first down. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, you got 3 down.
He'll look to throw here. Looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down, Titans.
On the double. Mike's 59. All day, baby, all day.
Looking to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. He's got Smith here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
A first down carry for Henry. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
On second down, it's Henry. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down, forthcoming.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Succop's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 7.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Hey, high 7. Go. 5.
Looking to throw again on second down. Minshew. Throwing left side, it's complete. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Check 50. 61. Matchbox lights.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And an alley to run. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Jonnu Smith. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Ricky. They're
going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
3rd and long.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. 65. 65. Ball trot. Alert 3. Alert 3.
They'll set up a throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Ryan Suckup on for the field goal.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. The give to Taylor. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 38-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. 54.
3 buzz. Check 3.
6-6. Pull it high. Now.
Again, it's Fournette. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Let's go now. 50, plant. Hey, Haywood.
54's Mike. Check.
Yes.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
22 jet bomber. Get it.
Out of the gun is Minshew. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Go.
Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
Ready?
Taylor. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Minshew sets to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 11. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Back to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display. Throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Derrick Henry. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Brett Kern now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Greystone, travel.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. Check 3, check 3. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Rock it.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
This is taken at the 15.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. 25 yards that time.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. A very solid gain of 27. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point try now for Succop. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Go!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. But it'll be second down.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. This one caught by Davis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Titans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll drop the throw. And that's complete to Lewis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
First down.
Got it. 59. Mike's 59. Run.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. That's fielded in the end zone. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes in.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, They've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Let's set a tone.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 61. Next box. Right.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Watch the edge. 47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, check. 47.
They snap it to Smith. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It's 4th down.
On the ready.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Get it.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.